But look at the numbers there on the PBA Finals and what really happens when you win game number 1.
It's going to go to CJ. Three-pointer doesn't go for Perez. Hodge comes away with it.
Meralco's doing a good job that if you cannot clear that rebound, you tap it to your teammate.
Quero has it. They want to go down to Hodge. Cliff against Dawn. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Hodge is 25, shoots it. That was way short. And if you're Meralco, that's not a shot that you probably wouldn't like for that possession.
Well, I just felt that, his teammates know that he's having a great scoring night, so why don't you give it to the guy who has a hot hand?
Oh, that's going to be a travel of Don Troliano. Again, that's the defense of Brandon Bates.
You were talking about, conference or San Miguel just scoring 86 points. It's not that easy to do it against San Miguel. And a key factor there is really how Meralco plays defense all throughout. And they're limiting guys, and they're not allowing guys to step up. Of course, it's hard for Troliano, and maybe San Miguel might need Terence Romeo in the next few games. But then those guys who would have a conference where they would score a lot has not really scored much.
Oh, missed opportunity for Newsom. He found himself wide open, just couldn't finish. Troliano,
pass.
Great pass and finish by Don.
So this is where Troliano has been scoring a lot in this game. Majority of his shots are coming off transition attacks.
A missed opportunity for Newsom. He was wide open on that layup. Nunu for 3. No, Hodge with the rebound. Crunch time right now. Quinto against Cruz. Inside spins, fades, basket, and there's going to be a foul against Jericho Cruz. And that was right in front of the referee, but right now the Beermen, they want to challenge this one.
I mean, compared to game number 1, Bong Quinto was able to score more points. Here in this game, he's really struggling, and really San Miguel making it hard for him.
He has only 5 here. Jericho Cruz pleading his case here. Coach George Gallant agrees and calls for a challenge. Big play as Meralco's just up by 1. Earlier, it was a successful challenge by Coach George Gallant in the first half. Unsuccessful challenge. Look at that defense by Cruz, holding on. Stepping inside the space of Bong Quinto. Again, that's a cylinder of the player, and if you step inside it, that's going to be a foul. Jericho Cruz still doesn't agree, but that's going to be 2 free throws for Bong Quinto.
I mean, he lunged forward, but like I said, it would have been different if he just went straight up vertically.
Quinto, gets the friendly roll. That's a shooter's touch. Creates a 2-point lead for the Bolts.
Bong Quinto has, that's going to be his 6th point of the game.
He's 0 out of 4 from the outside. 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
A tough night for Bong. He's trying to get going here towards the end game.
Now San Miguel calls for time once again with 2:14 remaining here in the 4th quarter. As Meralco tried to survive San Miguel today and take a 2-0 lead. As the Bolts feeling it right now. They're in a good position to go up 2-0 here in the PBA 48 season Philippine Cup Finals. And again, this series is for all the marbles here in the Philippine Cup. It's all for that trophy. And both of these teams want it so bad, but Meralco up by 3, 88-85.
The team effort in which everybody is chipping in. Like before, it always been new carrying the load, right, or Elaine, but now other guys are important. You got 4 guys defending Jumar. You got guys subbing new and giving quality minutes as well. So just everybody helping out. So we believe in them, and then they're also doing their share in making those guys coming off the bench believe also.
That was Coach Luigi Trillo talking about that game 1 win. Coach, this is exactly to your point earlier. It all comes down to the effort of these players. And Coach Luigi said it's everybody putting in the effort right now, from the bigs to the guards. It's been a collective effort for the Meralco Bolts. As we take a look at their history in the Philippine Cup playoffs, this is the road. They won against Ginebra 4-3, but before that, lost to San Miguel, lost to Magnolia, and lost to Ginebra in the past couple of years.
Well, it's always been so close. I mean, Meralco has gotten into a position like this so many times. It's just that a guy named Justin Brownlee has always consistently frustrated, the balls in situations like this. And even, the matchup with San Miguel in the past has been really good.
13 seconds on the shot clock. 2:04 remaining in the fourth quarter. CJ Perez feeling it right now. They want to go down to Fajardo. CJ. Oh, what a move! Pinoy step for CJ Perez.
Just a man with so many moves going to the basket. Very hard to defend, especially if he goes around Junmar Fajardo.
31 for Perez. Newsome, what's his answer? Can't shake off Ross. Drive inside. Newsome gets away. Basket doesn't go. Bates secures it out to Quinto. They go back to Nunu. Banquero drives inside. Oh, gets swatted away. Oh, Jericho Cruz and the lead for the Beermen.
Of Jericho Cruz. What a move there by Jericho. But San Miguel defense in that interior, starting Junmar Fajardo, was the main reason for that stop and that bucket.
Banquero. It's doubled. Hodge driving. Quinto, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Oh! Gets the floater to drop!
Exchange of baskets between these two ball clubs.
What a shot for Bong Quinto.
I literally just like the fight back of each team.
Wow.
One team is down. They will be persistent. They will continue fighting. They will be ahead, and it's the other team who will continue fighting, and then they will be ahead.
Take a look at this. Jericho Cruz warding off Newsome to take the lead, but Hodge, last second, gets into Quinto, just fires a prayer over Junmar Fajardo and gets it answered as Meralco takes a 1-point lead back from the Beermen.
Well, that's the best available shot that you have. Because if you're just going to go on a regular layup, that's going to get swatted away. And that's what Junmar did in the previous play.
What a back and forth affair today. This might go down to the last second of this ball game. We're down to the last 58 seconds of game 2.
I mean, the exchange of baskets between these two teams is wow. I mean, really the effort and the determination to try to win this game.
Evolution of greatness. Wow. Perfect title for the series. The Meralco Bolts against the San Miguel Beermen here to pack Smart Araneta Coliseum. Fans of both teams right now, you can feel the tension from the fans.
I mean, everyone is like at the edge of their seats.
I'm tense, Coach. Because I'm having a great time watching this ball game.
I just love it. I just love games like this wherein both teams are really giving it their all.
That was a great back and forth between both of these teams. Great sequence. Hey, look at this. The Meralco Bolts won 10 of the last 13 games since the elimination round. So they're on a wave right now. And again, as Chris Newsom said earlier, it's the belief, the confidence for this Meralco squad. Meanwhile, it's the experience, the championship poise for the San Miguel Beermen right now as he try to, sabi nga nila, Coach, hubugot from the championship experience, talking about the San Miguel Beermen.
Both teams are determined, definitely. One team wants it so bad to win a championship. The other team wants to keep itself in an untouchable situation because of their dominance, most especially in the Philippine Cup.
3 timeouts remaining for Meralco at 1:30. 1 full timeout remaining here for the Beermen. This Ross, almost. They want to get it to Junmar. Fajardo. Cruz instead drives against Hodge. Gets trapped. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Ross has to create. CJ!
Key basket!
Oh, airballs it! And that's going to be a turnover. Big stop for the Bolts.
It could have been a big play there on the part of CJ.
And right now, the Bolts have the luxury of having a lot of timeouts. This is just their, they have 4 in total, 3 fulls in 1:30. They burn 1 here. With 3 more timeouts remaining for Meralco and 43 seconds remaining. A basket here will make it tough for San Miguel.
But so far, the situation on the fouls, both teams already in penalty. With 43 seconds left, possession on the part of the Meralco Bolts. I mean, so many things can still happen here. This is still
anybody's ball game.
This is close to a 2-possession game, or a possession each for any of these teams, unless there's an offensive rebound.
Both of these teams battling so hard today. One team trying to go up 2-0. The other trying to tie it up. Look at this. Chris Banquera and Chris Ross. What a history for these guys. Ross played for the Meralco Bolts 2010 to 2013. Meanwhile, Banquera played for San Miguel. And then Ross.
They're switching positions, Andre. Both started at the respective teams. And now they're on the opposite side of the fence.
And this is their 4th matchup in the PBA Finals. These guys know each other so well. But Chris Ross has won all 3 final series versus Chris Banquero. And Banquero was with Alaska in that span. So this is haunting, I'm sure, Chris Banquero. But right now, Meralco has possession. Let's see if they call another timeout here. Banquero has 12 and 4. Meanwhile, Ross in single digits, but again, being the leader that he has 6 assists to his name.
Well, both of them are great play. I mean, Chris Ross, you know, in this game so far, he would really opt to really get his teammates involved. Of course, getting the ball to Junmar. But Banquero has really been aggressively attacking the hoop, even from game number 1.
Pressure defense right now for the Beermen. Meralco needs to take care of the basketball. That's all they need to do for now, is to bring the ball in. They go up top to Hodge. Hodge being met up top by Junmar. Meralco trying to use time here. Hodge wants the basketball. Trying to get it to Quinto. Back to Nunu. Banquero for 3!
Be a big shot.
Oh! Puts it up and in! Chris Banquero with a 3!
What a big shot there by Banquero. We were just talking about him and Chris Ross a while ago. I was wondering there if that gamble of a steal opened things up for that ball swing to Banquero. Because if they did gamble and they just waited for Cliff Hodge to attack,
it was a gamble by Ross.
It's a gamble right there on the steal, which was really could have been good on one hand, but then if it will open things up for a ball swing and an open jumper, that's a big risk that you know anyone would really have to take.
And that was the one shot, if you're San Miguel Beermen, you wouldn't want to give up against the Meralco Bolts, that big 3-point shot.
And most especially, it's an open shot, Andre. I mean, if it's a challenge shot, then you're okay. But Banquero has really been attacking every single time.
CB again leading the way for the Bolts. He has 15 in this ball game. It's been Banquero, Hodge, and Newsome leading the way for the Bolts. And right now, the Meralco Bolts fans feeling it. They're up by 4, 25 seconds. Not a lot of time here for the Beermen, and they burned their last time out of the ball game with this one.
Well, it's either you go for a quick 2, but most likely they will go for a quick 2 unless Marshall, although Marshall's reporting now, even Trollano's there, or well, all of these guys can shoot the 3 if they're wide open.
And this lineup by Bolts, the Bolts, a lot of size, a lot of speed also to switch. Will they switch everything here? They probably will switch everything on this possession. Except Junmar, probably.
Yes, I mean, that can be a good setup for Junmar to provide that screen to force Meralco to gamble on the switch, if ever.
Go to CJ. CJ fires a three. Oh! He drains a three!
What a game, Andre!
Oh, what an answer by CJ Perez.
Just love the way how both of these teams compete at a very high level.
Oh my goodness! Just when he thought San Miguel was dead in the water, CJ Perez delivers for the Beermen. Take a look at it one more time. Clearly behind the three-point arc. That's another three, and CJ Perez with another big shot, and he has a total of 34 points.
Big points for CJ. What a big scoring night. No hesitation on the part of CJ. We were just talking about it. Would you expect San Miguel to take a quick two or an open three? But you put both together, it was a quick three. And they only, there's still 22 seconds left in the game. You can expect an attempted steal by San Miguel and maybe a foul if needed, to give San Miguel another opportunity to score. Because if you were San Miguel and you don't foul, Andre, Meralco will just, finish off the clock.
But if Meralco scores or turns the ball over here, San Miguel doesn't have any timeouts remaining. But let's talk about CJ Perez. As they said, Coach, in big-time situations, big-time players make big-time plays. And CJ Perez has been the epitome of that today.
Yes, the most important thing, CJ was able to stay out of foul trouble. CJ only has 3 fouls, and that was still from the first half. And CJ is having a great scoring night and can just literally turn things around for the Beermen. But they need to make a big stop here and get a chance to at least go back on offense.
The free throw shooters coming in right now. Coach Brandon Bates takes a seat. Alay Maliksi coming in for the Bolts. Take a look at the most all Filipino titles in the PBA. 10 goes to San Miguel by a wide margin.
That's how dominant they are.
Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, Banquero gets fouled in that play. But that was a dangerous pass to CB.
But Banquera's great hands to catch that ball,
like
even on the fly.
Catch.
Yes, that was like a running back getting
from a quarterback,
getting a pass from the quarterback on the fly.
He was in midair when he caught that one.
He was in midair, and that was not an easy catch to make because when he landed, the defense was right there. He could have turned the ball over by either traveling or losing that ball.
Oh, Banquero misses the first one. This game is alive for the Beermen. Banquero. One will make a 2-point game. San Miguel has no timeouts remaining. Still a chance for the Beermen. That leaves it wide open for San Miguel.
They have to get this rebound first. Remember, this Meralco Bolts is also fighting hard for those rebounds. San Miguel has to clear this rebound, and they have 20 seconds to make a basket.
Banquero makes the second. No timeouts remaining for the Beermen. Penalty situation, both teams. CJ has it. Marshall steps back for the lead. Oh! Marshall puts it up and in! Oh my goodness!
Both shots came from the same area for San Miguel. One from CJ, the other one from Marshall Lassiter.
We are just in awe right now. The shot making of both teams. And San Miguel down by 4 with 24 seconds remaining. Now up by 1. Take a look at it one more time. Quito bites on the fake and Marshall turns into Super Marshall and gets that 3-point shot to fall.
And that was not an easy shot to make, and San Miguel fans really enjoying this moment.
The Beermen fans now standing up here, the big dome. But it's not yet over. This is a lot of time for the Bolts. 13 seconds remaining. They're down by 1. Now take a look at this. PBA all-time three-point made leaders. Jimmy Alapag is at number 1. 1,250 field goals made from the outside. The trigger man, Alan Kaidig, 8 three-pointers behind him at 1,242. But of course, the guy chasing after them is that man who just made a three-pointer. Marshall Lassiter.
23 more.
Wow.
23 more. That's so doable for Marshall.
It's a matter of when,
They can,
not if.
he can even do it in this conference if he just goes wild with his three-point shooting.
Meralco now. How big was that missed free throw by Chris Banquero, Coach?
No, that's definitely big. I mean, score could have been tied at this stage. But right now, there's nothing really much Meralco can do but just to move on and focus on this last big play with 13 seconds left.
2 big triples. CJ Perez, Marshall Lassiter. And right now, all small for both squads. Junmar out. Look at Marshall. Just a couple of three-pointers away from tying Alan Kaidig and Jimmy Alipag. But here we go. Last possession. Let's see where Meralco will go. Banquero. They don't have time. CB. That's a screen. Banquero drives. Layup. CB. Oh, that rolls out. CJ gets it. And he gets fouled. Oh, my goodness.
That was a tough shot there. Chris Banquero almost made that shot.
That's going to be 2 free throws for the Beermen. Unlikely. The Beermen are in this position right now after being down by 4 with seconds remaining.
What a big wind up here for San Miguel. Wow. Those 2 3-point shots in the end.
And this might be the momentum that they need in this series.
Banquero had a nice...
That's a good look for CB.
It was really close. He attacked the basket well. It's just that he just couldn't make it. Just didn't fall.
It's going to be shots here for Marshall. So Marshall will head to the free throw line. 130-second timeout. Just 2 free throws for CJ Perez. 130-second timeout remaining here for the Meralco Bolts. Big free throws coming up here for Perez. CJ, first one. Oh, that goes out!
Free throws.
For both squads.
Both squads. They're missing free throws. On one side, Chris Banquero missed one, split his charities.
Now Brandon Bates coming into the floor as well as Junmar Fajardo for rebounding purposes. Again, Meralco has another 30-second timeout remaining. What a game so far.
Just so unpredictable. You thought that one team had it in the bag already, but for some reason, the other team kept fighting back.
Beermen, CJ Perez. Missed the first one. Second free throw. Perez misses it.
Intentionally.
Bonquinto. That's going to be a travel in Bonquinto. And that's the game. What a turn of events here. Meralco was about to go up 2-0. But CJ Perez and Marshall Lassiter. They say lightning doesn't strike twice, but for the San Miguel Beermen, it does today.
It did. They hit
spot.
a three-point shot in the same spot.
And that is the ball game as Meralco loses this one. And the Beermen wins this in amazing fashion. 2 triples seals the deal for the Beermen, and they're led by CJ.